Fake news. They holding hate meetings? Fake news. What's the truth? They keeping Hanukkah? That they promoting righteousness? You got, and let me tell you something, this idea of making these dolls was not something that was just arbitrarily thought up. Your children is already doing this stuff. Your children is pretending to be chief priests. This is what they looking up to. Your children be doing the prayers. Like the holy apostles, mimicking the holy apostles. So we're not supposed to promote that. We're supposed to tell, oh, no, don't look at the holy apostle as a role model. Oh, no. Look at Rambo. Look at Rambo. Oh, maybe I'm too old. Give me something modern that they look at. I said Rambo. Somebody, who Rambo? Who? What action figure you got? One with horns on the head? Satan? Look at your kid sitting up there with a damn Satan action figure. You like, you ain't got no problem with that. They look like a monster. You ain't got no problem with that. They got Pokemon in their pocket. Pocket monster. No problem with that. But to promote righteous images and righteous things, I do. Fake news. And the Lord is judging them because, again, that's what he does. He causes everything that they do to unravel and for the truth to come out on what they've been really doing. Do everybody understand that? The truth to come out on what they've been really doing. Before I go back into the scriptures, let me just give you another example. November 1st, they raided this church. When they showed up to this church, they showed up with the FBI, one government agency. The IRS, another government agency. ATF, another government agency, which is alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. The DEA, another government agency, which is drug enforcement agency. And Homeland Security, which is dealing primarily with terrorism. These are 5 government agencies who usually have their own separate investigations based upon what their agency is charged with dealing with. ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. That agency is dealing with illegal firearms and tobacco and alcohol. DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, that deals with illegal drugs. So usually all of these agencies have their own investigations going. For you to get a search warrant, a raid is accompanied by a search warrant. They have a search warrant that says they could come into your property and search the property because they have evidence. There's probable cause. They're looking for evidence because there's probable cause that evidence of that crime is in this location. Okay? So now, that means they were looking for evidence of alcohol, tobacco, as a citizen, you're supposed to automatically assume that they're looking for evidence of alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. They're looking for evidence of drugs. They're looking for evidence of terrorism. The IRS deals with financial bookkeeping. The FBI just everybody know about the FBI war against Black America, so that's just, they're supposed to be the main investigators. That means you had to go to a judge and give the judge probable cause that in this location was all of those illegal things. So now there's a warrant somewhere with information on it filled with lies. But that's not my point. So this is why they had dogs, okay? The dogs are supposed to be able to sniff out, I guess, the drugs, the guns, and whatever else. You got the warrant. This is 5 government agencies. This is major. The FBI raid alone is enough to draw almost every news organization. Especially if the raid is of a church. Because there's something called the Establishment Clause in the First Amendment. The Congress should make no law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. So that's just a big headache for you to think that you could just come up into a church and things be signed off on the church. You got to have some serious probable cause to let you know some serious evidence is going to be in this place and you're going to find this stuff. But nevertheless, the media is supposed to be there to put the pressure on. That's the purpose, to let the public know, because once the public know one church was raided, every church in America is supposed to be nervous. There's something called case law. Case law, this is why the people have a right to know. Case law is once a case is brought to court and let's just say the government wins, that now becomes case law. That now becomes like a reason for them to do it to other people and say this was already in court and it was allowed. So if it's something that's infringing on people's constitutional rights, then you will see the masses come out because they don't want that to become case law. They're like, wait a minute, this is against the Constitution. Not one fake news media showed up. Imagine that. 5 government, 5. Now, you want to know what the hell is the Israelites accused of? Was they planning to overthrow the country? Was there an assault planned on the White House? Was they storing up an army of weapons? Like we the people have a right to know what's in our community. What the hell are those people? Are they dealing, was they hiding El Chapo underneath the TVs? Are they part of the drug cartel? What was told to a judge? We have the right to know. That gave 5 government agencies the right to run up into a church. But mum's the word. Only thing you had was some dumb niggas there and pretending to be the news. Hey, what's going on right now? Let me tell you what's going to happen now, family. You're going to go down. They're going to be taken to Center Court. They're going to go down to Center Street at the back of the building, family. Where was CBS and ABC and CNN and Fox and all this threat to the Constitution and people's constitutional rights? They want to make sure that this is legitimate. So now I'm going to show you how the Lord is working, because again, the Lord always causes it to come out. But you got to be paying attention. It's showing you that this is their dirty tactics. Because it's starting to come out now. That this is what they do. You start hearing about illegal investigations, wiretapping, people being monitored, and all kind of stuff. Now here we are 5 months later, since November, and you don't hear nothing about all those government agencies. Nothing. Wait a minute. What's going on with ATF? What's going on with DEA? What's going on with Homeland Security? Now you're trying to make it a financial case. Just the IRS now. You're going to just talk, now it's just dealing with taxes. Oh, really? Really? 5 government agencies, some judge somewhere signed off on that warrant saying there's probable cause that in that location, and this is the only place they did it. They raided other places, but not with all those agencies. All those agencies just came to right here to 1941 Madison Avenue. So this is what Satan do. His system, his whole system is corrupt. They try to set you up. Now it just goes from speculation from this point and also using the word of God to know how they operate. Yeah, it was a setup. They brought somebody up here with a hood on. Must have been looking for whatever that person planted. Why are you going to bring that person up here? They must have brought up here and said, where is it? I put it right there underneath the TV. I don't know. So that brings you to the traitors that's among us. That's still among us right now. And now you understand, now you can understand why we do the things we do with the security, with the phones, with everything that we do. You don't even understand. A very long time ago, a couple of years ago, actually, it was Malcolm X lawyer who was our House attorney. He was Malcolm X lawyer, and he knew all the dirty tactics of the government. And something had happened. I think they sent a letter to Baltimore, and they wanted to interview a chief priest in Baltimore because they already had all kind of information on him. So they knew that somehow they could probably turn him. Okay, so that's why he was the initial point of the investigation. Let's call him. So he was like, we asked our attorney, well, should he go down there? Well, they was like, since it's about the church, send him a letter and let him know that nah, we're not. If you want to come and talk to our attorney. Then he said, let me tell you something unofficially. Your organization in you is now the target of the FBI. I'm going to tell you right now, tighten up on everything because they're trying to set you up. They're going to try to plant something. This was said to us years ago. Tazadaqyah, just stand up and bear witness. Is this correct? Hurry up.
Yes, sir.
This was said to us years ago. They're going to try to plant stuff in your building. So make sure you have your security checking everybody because they're going to try to plant something on you guys. And then years later, ATF show up, DEA, Homeland Security, looking for something in here. Just put 1 and 1 is 2. Obviously, they didn't find nothing, okay? If they found something, you better believe it would have been all kind of people leaving out of here in handcuffs that day. All kind of, to their expectations, just to let you know how God is protecting his church, to their expectations, they was planning to make mass arrests on November the 1st. We now months later, and they couldn't do it. They have to manufacture a case now. They have to do something to make sense now. So we did that. We did exactly that. We had security tighten up and check. And that's why it seemed like y'all was catching hell. But you don't even realize that we protecting the fronts against the gates of hell. So they could slander, so all y'all could be shocked. We found 9 kilos. Oh, y'all could be shocked. Kilos? Look at all these weapons we found. You'll be like, weapons in the church? So you could be shocked and just start believing the fake news. I thought this was the truth. Look at what the Lord said here in Romans chapter 8. This is why you got to believe the word of God. You got to know the word of God so you can stand against the wiles of the devil. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. Read it.
What shall we say? What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us,
read on.
Who can be against us?
No matter who it is that's trying to come against, it could be the most powerful government in the world, which it is now. It does not matter. It doesn't put no fear in my heart, because if God is for you, then God will continue to protect you and unravel, cause their schemes, their wicked dealings, their ill dealings, their illegal dealings to unravel right before their face.